Hi everybody, how's it going? Thank you for joining me in my Glendale garden. And today I'm going to be doing a December tour. And last night we had our first rain of the season here in the low desert of Arizona, and it was fantastic. So tonight we are actually getting 10 degrees cooler from last night, and I'm going to be wrapping up some of the tomatoes that I have growing on, and just come along with me and let's see what I have growing on. So let's get into it. I have a couple containers along this fence line right here that have a blackberry in it. I have some lantanas, some angelonia. This is its second year in here and I just cut it back, but there's new growth. There's a fly right there. But there is new growth coming along, so it's going to do fantastic for the spring. This is some lemongrass, which needs to be separated and split apart. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. There we go. And then I have, what is this? A lily? No. But it's growing back still. This is my Mexican petunia. Some peas right here, some more lemongrass, a dill, lantana, my blueberry, which is getting taken over by this tree, I think, that wants to grow. And then I have some strawberry plants. We just ate a couple strawberries earlier, but they're growing. Alright everybody, I have this part of my garden that I was trying to maintain the crabgrass, and it's gotten out of hand, obviously. But these are my zinnias. I've waited until they've gone to seeds so I can collect all the seed heads, and then I'm just going to take everything out of here. Same with these. I'm going to deadhead all the seed heads off and collect them, because these... see right here. Just took a big chunk off, but let's zoom in. Yep, those are your seeds right there. Normally what I do is I just kind of like, I'll sprinkle them in here and then that's that. But yeah, I mean, it's doing pretty well. Some peas, asparagus peas are still producing, purple fountain grass. I have a couple flowers still making it. I did plant some alliums and bulbs in here. So we're just gonna wait and see how that turns out for the spring. I have this corner that just has a few small summer annuals still in here. And I'm just going to let them do its thing. And if they come back in the spring, that would be amazing. But I got some nasturtiums right here. Some, I think, what's it called? They're called pentis. But these are beautiful. I got these for $1 on clearance, and they weren't looking too hot when I got them, and now they are just filling in and loving their life. And over here we have a couple of tomatoes and a couple of cherry tomatoes right here. Then I got a couple of peas that are producing, but they struggled during the hot part of the summer, and I think that's what stunted them. But yeah. We have a couple tomatoes. I mean, the plant itself is looking pretty, you know, already spent, but I think that just has to do with the cold. So, but I still am getting tomatoes, and I'm hoping that they're gonna ripen up. Oops. If I almost pulled that one off. If they don't ripen up, I know that you can do like that bag, like a paper bag trick to ripen them up. So I'm trying that right now at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. But let me show you some other parts in the garden. All right, moving along into the main garden bed, we have a cherry husky red tomato, which is producing a little tomato. We have a lantana right here, a rosemary. Then in this container bed, we have the Veronica cauliflower. And then we also have the snow crown cauliflower on this side. But this side is shaded all day. As you can tell, it's not getting enough sunlight, but it is starting to head out. Let me show you. It's the tiniest little cauliflower on here, and it's so cute. But I mean, this one's doing pretty all right. Hasn't started forming anything yet. I think this is the broccoli. This is a lettuce, and it's going to seed, so I kind of just scooted it over here so the seed heads would fall into the dirt. And then I have another broccoli. We are blurry. What's going on? We have another broccoli. And then we have Melbar spinach, which is a vining spinach. So it's climbing up and it's gorgeous. The color is gorgeous. Then I have an azalea right here. It's doing fantastic. We had a little bit of a rainstorm last night. Some people up north probably got snow. But here in the low desert of Arizona, we didn't get, we just got rain. But it got waterlogged and dampened down. But everything's doing, I would say, fairly well out here in the middle, almost middle of December. I still have cucumbers, watermelon, cantaloupes growing. My goodness. I have my artichoke finally is taking off. My carrots, out of control, definitely need to pull and use. My peppers are just fantastic. They're doing amazing, guys. Look at this. And they're just, there's one up there. There. Right here. And here. Yeah, so not complaining with the pepper production. And then we have a couple of tomatoes right here that are just, see, I'm wondering if they're, you know, not producing or getting ripened because it's so cold. So I'm wondering if I take them inside and try it out. Hopefully that will help. This is the Petite Knockout Rose. Loving it. Got to come in here and deadhead all the spent blooms, but I love it. Forgot what the name of this is, but I think it's like a succulent type plant. Some Greek oregano. I think this is my hibiscus. Pretty good. And I was supposed to do this caged tomato thing with all of my tomatoes so that they just, because these are indeterminate, and I failed to do that. So these are kind of just limping over, but you know, I think it will help maybe protect the canopy if it's draping over a little bit. But look at these tomatoes. They're doing fantastic. They're just chock full of tomatoes and blooms, and they smell fantastic. And then I went the other day to the nursery and picked up another 6-pack of the snow crown cauliflowers and planted them right here along with 6 of the snapdragons. Can't wait to see the color on that. And then the pepper production is amazing. There's so many peppers. I even gave some to my family and my friends, and they said that They were super spicy when they tried to make it with their salsa. So I'm loving the feedback on that. But let's make our way over here. I did cut off all of the leaves that looked like that because it was waterlogged, but it's still thriving and producing new little babies. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed on that it blooms this upcoming year, because it takes 2 years for this thing to grow. I think this is like, I forgot what it's called. These are called hollyhocks. My goodness. Yeah, they're supposed to bloom on their 2nd year. So I have a basil here that I snapped off the original plant and planted in this container, and it's rooted and it's taking off. It's doing great. Same thing with the basil. I snipped off a piece right here because it was encroaching in the walkway, but we'll clean this up and get this taken care of. I have my... It's doing fantastic. I thought it was going to die out like in November. This green potato vine. It's loving life. Same thing with this basil. Popped it off and stuck it in the ground, and it re-rooted in. I have my zinnias still doing great. This one not looking too great, but I'm saving the seed heads and this, letting them go to seed so I can collect them. It's my pomegranates going dormant. This hibiscus fall color is beautiful, but I am letting them go to seed so I can collect the seeds. This one's almost done, but I can still go out here and collect these ones and make like tea and stuff like that out of them. But yeah, I'm letting the majority of them go to seed because it was really hard for me to find seed last year, so I don't want to have that problem again. I got a couple tomatoes, and then I looked earlier today and I have carrots growing right here. I gotta trim this back, but ow. And then look, I have a cauliflower growing, a couple more tomatoes and onions, and I have garlic in here too, right here. There's some garlic. There's this palm that I want to repot into a container because I don't think it's very happy in here. And then in this bed, we have strawberries that I think have a slight case of powdery mildew, and I need to spray that and take care of that. But overall, they are doing fantastic. And this tomato plant actually is from this spring, and I cut it back thinking that it was going to, die back. But under all of the zinnias that I had here, it decided to grow back, and I'm just letting it do its thing. So that's great. And then right here, I just left the basil and these zinnias so I can collect the seed heads from these, and I let the bees just take after all of these flowers. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, and then coming this way, I have the pile of mess I need to take care of, but I have some cauliflower that is doing so great. And then I have another one right here that is almost like I'm gonna pick it up either tomorrow night. All right, from these cauliflower, we're gonna be moving over here. And it is sunset time. It's like 5 o'clock. But let me show you the sunset right now. It is gorgeous. So let's get into it because we're going to lose light really quickly. Here are my loofah plants. They are just about almost ready to be picked, I think. This is my first year growing loofah, so I'm not really too sure. Gotta, you know, scrub up on some knowledge on my other fellow YouTubers. But we have a couple tomatoes in here. The tomatoes aren't looking too great, the plants themselves, but I think the tomatoes will just do fantastic once they ripen up. And then I have this grass that just looks like wheat, but there's a couple of flies sleeping on it. And I have this Perfume Delight rose from Certified Roses, and it is amazing. You can smell this thing from like 10 feet away. I wish you guys could smell it. It's amazing. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me in my December tour. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had growing on. And just get out there if you can plant. If not, just get excited to start seeds pretty soon because it's just around the corner. Trust me. But thank you and have a happy holiday season. Bye.